Welcome once again to my study. And you've caught me again, having a little read, which is no great surprise, with this book again. And this is the second delve. Remember, the last one was the first one into this book. The Journal of a Ghosthunter by Simon Marsden, 1994. And I was just having a gander at this particular one. Kentchurch Court, Herefordshire. Well, I'm on the border of Warwickshire, Worcestershire, and then Worcestershire joins Herefordshire. Kentchurch Court, let's have a look. Bit of a distant shot from the house. It looks haunted enough to me. Shall we go and have a look? There's a little caption there just underneath that photo I showed her. It's got something or someone haunts the oldest part of the house, the tower. I felt a change of atmosphere as I climbed the ancient stone steps towards the heavy oak door of the tower bedroom. Once outside again, the statues gave me the same sense of unease that I had experienced in the tower. Just see the tower at the back. Let's have a look. Let's see, I'll get as close as I can. There's the tower in the centre, that castellated tower. Herefordshire. There we are, let's have a look. And before we start, the ever ready lubrication. Kentchurch Court, Herefordshire. Beautiful county. I have spent many happy years overall in my lifetime in Herefordshire, in the countryside, visiting friends. Hidden away in a secret valley on the border of England and Wales lies Kentchurch Court, the home of the Scudamore family since the 11th century. Wow. I approached the house on a misty winter's morning down the long avenue of elm trees and felt inspired by an overwhelming feeling of antiquity and the presence of untamed nature. It's a nice description. Once inside the great house, Jan Lucas Scudamore, the wife of the present owner, it's nice to know that then it was still in the same family of the name, led me through the long gallery that contains an abundance of family portraits, a host of phantoms from an illustrious past. And she told me how the family were of French extraction. Originally their name was Scudamore, and that they had come to England with William the Conqueror's invading army in 1066, when they were granted lands at Kentchurch. She paused in front of some steps and added that they were now entering the oldest part of the house, the tower. I felt a definite change of atmosphere inside what is known as Owen Glendower's room, a dimly lit bedroom with dark wooden panelling and an ornate four-poster bed in one corner. I can almost hear it creak from that description. Glendower is a legendary Welsh folk hero who fought against the English in the 15th century, and one of whose three daughters, Alice, was married to Sir John Scudamore. The family had sympathy with the Welsh cause, and Owen was said to have taken refuge at Kentchurch when badly wounded after a bloody battle. A small door in the room opens on to a winding staircase that leads down to some cellars, and horses were said to have been kept below so that he could make a speedy escape from his enemies if need be. There is said to be something or someone who haunts this room and the cellars. I then noticed a portrait hanging on the bedroom wall of a sinister, ghostly figure. This, I was told, was the notorious Jack O'Kent, whose identity remains a mystery. Let me just show you, there's a little illustration of that, of Jack O'Kent. There it is, there he is, at the panel that he's talking about. See? Jack O'Kent. Whose identity remains a mystery. Some historians say that he was a member of Glendower's entourage, a learned man who had supernatural powers. Others that he was a stable lad. Here's a difference. There's a contrast. Who had been educated by the Scudamores, then sent to France, where he became a Franciscan monk, finally returning to Kentchurch to be the parish priest. Another version says that he was Glendowering in disguise. Wow. And that the tales of wizardry were to frighten away any intruders who might reveal Glendower's whereabouts to the English authorities. Whatever the truth, Mrs. Lucas Scudamore said that the painting had become a talisman to the family. She added that when a dowser or water diviner had recently visited the grounds, he had said that a girl was looking out of this bedroom window and that she was waiting for somebody. This ghost has been seen by several members of the staff over the years. About that. Move on. Later I met the family's nanny, who had lived in the house for over 40 years. She had not felt or seen anything unusual, but said that she was not the type of person who would. She did, however, believe that others could, and remembered how, when electricity was first being installed in the house many years ago, one man refused to work in the cellars because of something he had seen. She also described how the father of the present owner had stated on a radio program that only male guests were put to sleep in the haunted bedroom because of something that had happened in the past. She said that the staff were all very surprised by this, that they had not been told before. I shouldn't think so, otherwise they'd have scarpered, I suppose, really. A cleaning lady said that she finds the bedroom very unpleasant, always feeling that there is something or somebody behind her. She described how one night after a shooting party, a very large man was given the room to sleep in. When they took his breakfast to him in the morning, he looked very tired and said he had not slept at all well, because he had heard strange noises. She noticed that he had jammed a large oak chair against the small door to the cellars. Well, what about that? The tale of Kentchurch Court, Herefordshire. I've not read that before. Let's have another look. There we are. Reputed to have been host to Owen Glendower. Probably his ghost then. Interesting. Fantastic book. Nice to see you again. Do come again. Do come again and have another little listen as I go through another story. More than likely this one again. The Journal of a Ghosthunter. Simon Marsden, 1994. See you again. All the best. Until then. Bye bye for now.